So 2 goes on top. So 40.
Yeah, 40. That's it.
Yeah.
So just so long as you know how this thing works, so
Mm-hmm.
you're good for the. Okay, top one.
So write down the number of male musicians who play woodwind. So, that would be 5.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And one below it.
Work out the total number of women. So female 4. Actually, no, I got the wrong one. Yeah, 4.
How did you get 4?
Total number. So just has 4 male women column under column.
So the total women would be here
Right,
in this box.
right.
So how could you get the total women?
Oh, right, I see. So you have to fill it in. So it's total is 50. So it's basically 50 take away 28.
Yeah.
Whatever the difference is. Um, across. So that's 2, carry the 1 over. So 2, uh, 72.
Minus.
Sorry, minus 2. 1 take away 2, 22.
Yeah, that's it. So that one is 22.
Right. So basically, yeah, 22.
So it's a two-way table, and
Right.
so that's how it works.
Okay.
Okay, let's try this one.
Okay. One of these guesses picked at random. Right then. Guesses. So, female picked at random. So it's going to be out of 40.
Say it again, sorry.
So it's going to be, the probability would be out of 40. So it would be 17 out of 40. 17 out of 40.
Uh,
All
how many women are there?
right. So there's 40 women in total.
Yeah.
It's asking for the probability that the guest is going to be female. So there's 17 French females. Yes, there's 17 French females and 14 Spanish females. So it would be 17 plus 14
Well,
over 40.
it's a guest is picked at random.
Right.
So the probability that it's a female guest is going to be total women out of total guests.
Oh, right. Okay. So that'll be 14 over 72.
Yeah, and that's because it's a guest picked at random.
Right.
Next one, B? Or sorry, C.
Okay. One of the male guests is picked at random. Right then, I suppose. Okay. So that'll be 13 over 32.
Say it again, sorry. Yeah, 13 out of?
13 over 32.
Correct, brilliant. 13 over 32. Okay, any idea what this is about? The top left one.
Okay, Paul asks 100 people questionnaire. Biased. Explain why. Ranges. More than so the spending range of each category, apart from the last one, is 20. So,
Say that again, sorry.
so in between, like for each category, 10 to 30, 30 to 50, 50 to 70, it's £20, like range, spending range. But the last one,
Okay, so
I know, it says 100 people.
so there's clearly problems with their questionnaire.
Yeah,
What about the sample of people they choose?
sample is biased. So is it because the numbers are odd and it's out of 100?
How about this one on the right? So it's just there's no questionnaire at all. How about this one?
Okay. Maybe it was um, um, I have no idea.
So they wanted to find out how much time people spend listening to the radio.
Right.
But they asked people in her dance class. So it might be something like, on average, dancers might listen to the radio more.
Right.
So it might be biased that way. Dancers may listen to the radio more than average.
Right.
It's also like she only asked dancers, but they're not really representative of people in general.
All right. I see.
So how about this bottom left one?
Right. First time goes on the register. The first reason would be it's compulsory for them to play sport. So,
Yeah. And
uh,
so because of that, what would that do?
wouldn't give an accurate, um, wouldn't provide an accurate measure of.
Um,
It wouldn't be fair, basically. It
and
wouldn't
how
be
would it be inaccurate?
fair. It's set. It'll be a set number of hours per week, or
So basically, they would play sport more than average.
right. Yeah.
So that'd be,
Okay.
yeah. Second reason.
So sport average. It's only boys.
Yeah, great answer. Um, Another answer.
Um,
So she asked only boys, or he asked only boys.
doesn't talk about. Um,
So I would stick to the kind of asked only boys thing. So he asked only
right.
boys. He asked only people his own age, like in his own year.
Right. Okay.
So he wanted to know about students in general, but he asked
Right.
only 1 year group,
Right.
1 year group, and so on. And it's pretty
Sure.
common that they asked people. So try the top left one again.
Okay. Who asks 100 people? Um, I guess it would be. Um, they would spend. They would tend to spend more money in a CD shop because they're. Is that a valid answer? Probably not really. It's not factoring in age. It's not factoring. It's just random 100 people. Um,
It's very not random. What did all these 100 people have in common? So
um,
he wants to know how much money they spend buying CDs.
yeah. Um,
Um, and who did he ask?
how much money? Um, how
Uh,
much money?
so he's asking. He's trying to find out how much money people in general spend buying CDs,
Yeah.
and he asked people in a CD store only. So what would you know about that sample?
It's only people buying CDs. It's focused on just people in the shop.
Yeah, and so clearly, if you ask people these days, how much money do you spend buying CDs? The average would probably be zero.
Yeah.
Whereas people in a CD shop, clearly it's going to be higher than average because they're currently, buying a CD.
Right.
So in that sense, it's what's called a biased sample.
Right.
Um, okay, top left one.
Well, they're leaving the railway station. They're not physically getting a bus, so it's the wrong type of transport. So it's not accurate. Um,
So I just stick with kind of the standard thing. Okay, so let's say asked only people leaving a railway station.
Yeah. Asked,
Women.
asked only women.
So I think that's an even better answer.
Yeah.
So asked only women. And another thing you could say is small sample size.
Oh yeah, just 10 people isn't a lot. Yeah.
Yeah, and so clearly, if someone drives, then they don't take the bus and they don't take the train. Whereas someone who takes the train probably also takes the bus.
Yeah.
So it's going to skew it. But
Right.
yeah, just stick to those. And so there's a million of these questions, and I would just stick to the standard one.
Right. Okay.
Nah, I don't know. I just want to let me move on. Okay. There we go. Oh. Okay, how about this one on the left? Pictogram.
Okay. So 8 children like cricket test. So you would just draw 8 stickmen. Actually, no. 1 stickman represents 2 children. So you draw 4 stickmen.
Yes, that's it. 2, 3, 4. Okay. Let's see. How about the one on the right?
Right. Okay. Rough number of ships sold. So 8.
Yeah, and last one.
Last one. Complete pictogram. So this was on the Thursday. So basically, one represents 4 zips. So basically, it will be 4 circles, and then
4 circles.
Actually no, that's not right, is it? So it's 8. So 1 represents 4. Half is going to represent 2.
Mm-hmm.
So in that case, so 4 circles is going to be 8. So it should be 6. So 6 full circles. No.
So, well, the Monday was 8 zips.
Right.
And we have to show 9 zips. So what would represent 1 zip?
1 zip is half a circle.
That would be 2 zips.
Be a quarter of a circle.
Yes. Okay.
Right.
So how would we?
So it'd be 2 circles and then a quarter circle.
That's it. And so you do your best to do a quarter.
Yeah.
Any questions there?
No, it's pretty straightforward.
Okay. So again, there's a million of those questions. Yeah, there's a million of these. And they're all very similar.
Right.
Okay, how about this?
Nice boys choose. Climbing. the highest frequency for climbing is 7, so yeah, climbing.
And the next one?
Complete departure, 7 Glasgow, so basically it will be there. Just draw a bar accompanying sailing line going up to 7. The same diagonal shading.
Yes, that's it. It's fine. Okay, how about the one on the left?
Okay, write down the number of students for 10 marks. So 4.
Any idea about the next one?
Mode is it'd be 13.
Yeah. And that's fine. How about the one on the right? No, actually, you got that for a shot. It'll be fine. Okay, stem and leaf diagrams. How are these?
Modern. Okay, so 3 is 30. Write down the height of the tallest plants. So that would be it would be it'd be 3'6".
It would be this one here would be the tallest one, the very last one, because they're always smallest to biggest. Do you know what height that is?
Centimeters. So the key is 3 centimeters.
So the way it works is it's like 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s.
Right. So 56
Yes.
centimeters.
Yeah. How about this one down here?
Okay, write down the greatest height. So, 2, 6, 8. No. Yeah. 68.
That's it.
Yeah.
So they work. How about top left one?
Top left. How many times? Pardon. So it'd be 27 plus 37 plus. Is that wrong?
It would be the total number of plants. So one plant is 23 centimeters, one plant is 26, one plant is 27. So you just have to say how many plants there are in total, not the total lengths.
Oh, right. So in that case, it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 16.
So I think it's 19, is it? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18.
Oh, I didn't realize the zeros counted.
Ah, yes. So those are 40, 40 and 40.
Oh, right.
Yeah. So, and that's true for lots of stuff. So including like the mean, average, you always include the zero. Okay, top left one here.
Top left, how many buses? How do I see so one, two, four, five.
Yeah, that's fine. How about this one? Top one.
Write down the mode. Just from looking at it, I would say it's 7.
And what does that 7 represent?
7 represents so
Because there's a 7 down here, there's 2 7s down here.
true. 5 represents 15. So
And so you'd use the key.
okay, so 1 represents 15. So 1.
So like this very first one represents 15 because it's in the tens.
Right.
And so the mode isn't 7. What is it? What does that 7 represent?
5. 5 represents 50. No.
So it's in the tens.
Yeah.
So 5 represents 15. So the 7 represents?
7 years of age.
No. It's in the tens column. That would be if there was like a 0 at the start or something. It represents 17 years of age.
17.
So although it's a 7, it represents 17 because it's in the tens. Like this 7 down here is 27. These two,
I see.
These two are 37 and so on.
Right.
So how about the mode for down here?
Okay. Down the road. So it's going to be 37.
Great. 37 centimeters. Yeah, that's it. So that's how these work. They're a very condensed form.
Right.
Do you know what is meant by the range?
That's the highest number subtracted. The highest number subtracts the lowest number.
Mm-hmm.
The difference. So in this case, the highest number is 9. So it'd be 49.
There's a higher, bigger number.
Sorry, 53.
Yeah.
The highest number, and the lowest number is 7.
Yes.
So 53 minus 7. It's So 45.
So take away 10 and add 3.
So take away 10 is 43. 46. Right.
Yeah. And what is that? 46 passengers. Okay. Top left one, find the median. How do you do that?
Okay. So that's the middle number. So um, 8. You write all the numbers out, like
So what I would do is it's the middle number, and so what
yeah,
if you were really stuck, you could
you
just
cross,
delete
yeah,
first and
do it.
last,
Of course, yeah, I remember that. Yeah,
and just keep going. And so what is the median?
7.
But it's not. That's
So
7% something.
oh, sorry, it says 60, 67.
That's it.
Yeah,
And that's beats per minute.
right.
Yeah. Let me just check. Okay. I actually forgot we had a few shape questions left that we never did.
All right.
Okay, how about this one?
Okay, one of these triangles is an equilateral triangle. Write down the letter. So that would be B, because it's
Yeah,
equilateral triangles got equal sides.
yeah. How about this one?
Okay, reflect the shaded triangle. So basically, from the bottom point, you sort of from the reflection line, it's like 4 across.
Yeah, and you do that for every corner and
Yeah,
then join them up. So the trick there. Okay,
yeah.
diagonal line. How does this work?
So reflection. So basically, the point it's so you go. It's like half a square from the bottom right point
Yeah,
to that
well,
point.
well done. So here's just how many diagonals away.
Yeah,
So this one is 1.5 diagonals. So you go 1.5 diagonals the other side. That
yeah,
one's 2.5 diagonals. So a half, 1, 2, and you can see how it's actually rotated it.
yeah. Would a diagonal line mean x equals y as well? Is that
Yes, correct. Y equals x, x equals y. Yeah.
y? Okay.
Uh, that's it. Well done. Okay, how about this one?
Okay, describe for these image transformation. Okay, so it's a reflection.
Yeah. In what?
And it's the y equals
I would say. Well, what's the name of that line? Do you know?
um, line of symmetry.
So it's the mirror line, but what is the name of this line? The Y
It's
line.
y. Oh,
The fancy name Y axis.
oh, y-axis, of
Yeah.
course. Right.
And so that's what they're looking for, reflection in the Y axis.
Reflection of the y-axis. Okay, great.
I just want to see. So reflection. So Y axis. Yeah, just call it the Y axis.
Yeah.
How would you do this one?
Reflection. X equals -1. So x equals -1 is it's going to be like a line going all the way up through -1.
Great. Yeah. And that's your mirror line.
Yeah, and then it's from the mirror line, it's going to be 2 to the left.
So
That's the first point.
so I believe it's 3.
Actually, no, sorry. It's 3, isn't it? Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's actually 6 in total. Yeah.
And so 1, 2, 3. And you do that for all of them. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Any idea about this one?
Okay, so -3 means to the left,
Mm-hmm.
and +2 means going up.
Yes.
So
So
3
3
to the
left,
left.
2 up. Each
Yeah.
corner. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. Each corner. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. And then just join them up.
Right.
So okay, great. So the stuff we've done, you're good at. How do we do this?
Okay, join enlargement back to 3. So it's basically ×3. So it's basically, if we look at the right side of the shape, it's 2 squares, so it'd be 2 times 3, which is 6. So you go six squares up, and then from that part it will be, so it's a diagonal 2 squares, so then it would be 2 times 3 again, 6, so diagonal 6 squares.
Mm-hmm.
And then going down is 1, 2, 3, 3 times 3, 9, so diagonal 9 squares down.
So this isn't perfectly diagonal.
All right.
Do all the easy sides first.
Okay, so at the bottom, like the base would be 9 along,
Mm-hmm.
and then 3 up.
Yeah. And then that way the difficult side you get for free.
Great.
That's it. This is the same thing. Same. How about this one?
Okay, perimeter of a triangle is 10 centimeters. Angle A, 40. Triangle is enlarged. Okay. Write down the perimeter. Triangle. So that would be, would it be times 3? Would it just be 30 centimeters?
Yeah. Correct.
The size of the angle, write down the size of angle A in the enlarged triangle. So the angle shouldn't change, should it?
Correct. So what size will it be?
Just be the same. It'd be 40.
Correct. So what they're checking is that you know that the sides change length and the angles don't.
Right.
How about this one?
Okay, one of the triangles enlarged with A. Right. That's which triangle. That would be D. It's like double.
So that's 1 and 2. This one is 2 and 3.
Oh yeah, of course I got that wrong. Sorry, it's F. It's F.
Mm-hmm. And part 2?
Write down the scale factor, so it's 1, 4. Actually, no, it's 1 and 2. So that's times 2.
Yeah.
2. Yeah.
Yeah, that's it. So you got that one. You're fine. Fine. Yeah, you'll be fine for those. Great. So let's just do it. So we got all the geometry and shape. Let me just go back here for a sec. Okay, so test Is this worth doing? Okay, we'll do it.
Yeah, okay. Write down the American Jack. Jack. February.
Mm-hmm. B.
Which vegetable does Jack harvest in September? Onions.
Mm-hmm. And C.
Joseph's. One type of vegetable in May. It's a depth of 1 centimeters. Type of vegetable. So I'm looking at May, and all I see is 2 centimeters.
That's harvest.
All right. Oh, sorry, that's lettuces. Lettuces.
Yeah, and so these type of tables, it's always that type of thing.
Yeah.
Bottom left one.
How much time for this one? Vision. She's going to carry out. Ask the girls and have a discussion. So, yeah, it's biased because she's only asking girls in her class. Most girls don't watch rugby, I imagine.
Yeah, so she's trying to find out about people. She asks only girls. In her class is even better. Class. So girls, young girls, or let's say young people might watch less rugby. Girls might watch less rugby. How about the one on the left?
Left hers shows that. These 6 goals, 4%. So 1 circle represents 4 goals. So it's going to be 1 circle.
Mm-hmm.
So that's 4 goals. I've got 2 left. So it'll be half a circle.
Well done.
Half would be 2, yeah.
And there's lots of those.
Do these questions come up really regularly in the exams?
Yeah, so you can see how many there are. And
right.
So, I've just cut up the past exam papers and done it that way.
Right, I see.
And I removed anything that's like just happened one time or something.
Sure. Okay.
Top right one.
Top right. Write down the mode. Less frequent, so that's per student. So it would be is it 7 or 6? I mean,
yeah, 7 marks. So 6 students got 7 marks.
Right.
So the students are the people, the frequency.
Right.
Let's see. So how about the bottom one?
Bottom one. Okay. How many of the 25 cars had a speed? So more than 50. Um, six.
Yep, 6 cars or going faster. Median, you're all right. It's the middle one, and then there's that. Yeah, how was that for you, Pierre?
Yeah, it was good. I think those it's really weird. Those questions earlier really threw me, but they're just common sense, really.
Yeah,
But
and
it makes sense.
it's just exposing you to them anyway.
Yeah,
And we'll continue it tomorrow. Um, any
great.
any questions in general?
Yeah, just a really quick question. With this third class, obviously it will help. Do you think it's like I could, like if I stick with these three classes, we'd be at a point where we could do a whole full revision?
Yeah.
We can
So yeah, basically.